Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Jeff living in the Philippines, and as you can see, I have brought home our little baby that we purchased last week. It's on the same lines as a Land Cruiser, as you can see. Aerodynamics everywhere, nice colour pink, new wheels, new tyres, new emblems. So I will take you around it and show you what it's made of. As you can see, I've got a reserve no parking sign. I pay 600 pesos per month for this, which is quite handy because it's right outside my house. Otherwise, I wouldn't have nowhere to park. So, anyway, this is the front of the car. Very similar to a Toyota Land Cruiser, really. There's not much comparison. All these Japanese are very clever. As you can see, I move into the engine compartment. It's got its very basic. It's got its radiator cover, sprayed pink also, and it's got a header tank, which they say I can fill it up, which I don't believe in. I believe the header tank is to collect the expansion from the radiator. Anyway, we will see. That's basically the windscreen wash, and I believe that's the brake fluid. I think that's the brake fluid. I have to find out. The engine's split in half. I don't know whether they realise that there's another half to the engine, but anyway, I'll close the engine compartment down now if I can, and try and work out where this particular thing goes. I don't think it goes anywhere. It doesn't seem to go anywhere, so I'll just leave it there, I suppose. Make sure the front is shut. So as you can see, it's quite neat. No comparison to a modern day car. This has got everything you want. Special headlights, which I believe are just ordinary light bulbs, as normal. Coming round to the side, it's got believe it or not, it's got electric windows, but I will show you the switches for them later. If I open the passenger side, you get the second half of the engine. Yes, under the passenger seat there is the rest of the engine. The yellow there is the oil, and you fill it up. You fill it up somewhere. That I'll have to find out. But that one at the back, this red one here, is a transmission, and you have to get a little funnel and top that up. So I didn't know where the oil filler cap was, but anyway, that is the oil. I think the oil filler cap is in the front, but I don't intend to play around with this. I'll take it into a garage. It's cheap enough. Anyway, I should close it. It's held on by these little clips here, very modern day, everyday clips. It's got two for security, which is very good. I apologise for the noise. There's a karaoke bar right next door to the terminal. This switch here is the fuel. You pull that and it opens this little flap there, and there's a fuel cap. And when I got the car, it was completely empty, which I envisaged, and I put 2,300 pesos worth in. That is the engine catch there, and you got a modern day gear stick, well, sort of, and they put in a radio for me, and there's also got on the windscreen, when the car is switched on, it shows you the front, and when you put it in reverse, it will show you the rear cameras. And there's a little memory stick which I need to buy to record everything. But anyway, that's the driver's seat there. Pedals. Automatics normally have two pedals, a brake and an accelerator. Well, the pedal on the left This one there is a foot brake, well, handbrake. It's down at the moment, which means the handbrake is on. When it's fully up, the handbrake is off. So that was new to me, but with all these modern day cars, what do you expect? Going back into the back, we have captain seats. The reason they're called captain seats is because they've got cup holders in between, and normal multi-cabs, if it may just have a straight bench, and you pay more for a captain seat. Obviously this goes up and down like that for your extra comfort if you're a captain. It's got seatbelt holders, which I've noticed, but no rear seat belts. But I was quite adamant that it did have a front and passenger seat belts. Now they can get me second-hand belts, they say, but I'm not really happy with second-hand belts because if they've been involved in an accident in the past, it means that they've been strained. And in fact, these probably the ones in here, as you can see, they're very dirty. But anyway, I paid 260,000 pesos for this, and the reason I paid 260 pesos for a cheap one is because I've only just passed my test in the Philippines, and I was, as you can imagine, there's so many bikes running around and people not having passed a test and paid money. I didn't want to get a 1.2 million car like a Nissan or a Toyota scratched or dented through to some idiot running straight into me because they're looking at their mobile while they're driving. So this will get me some experience, and then when I've had enough of this, then I will invest in a more expensive one. Anyway, going back out. Now, this is amazing because they have a sliding door here, and they have a sliding door on that side as well, which is very unusual, and it's very aptly painted pink as well. Now, I should imagine that if you buy something long, like a piece of wood or even a coffin, if you can't get it in long ways from the back to the front seats, because these two seats fold down, if you open both doors, you can put the coffin in sideways, which is absolutely clever. Very clever. Anyway, I shall take you around to the back, but like I said, captain seats, no control panels here, no flight controls or anything, but anyway, they're captain seats, very modern upholstered seats, and they do fold flat to give you more room at the back. So I will now go to the back now. A very excellent car. Anyway, this is the back. You can probably see me. You can probably hear the karaoke as well. Now, in the back, would you believe it or not, underneath here, or underneath this other one, is the battery compartment. Yes, there, the battery compartment. And I can feel something wet, so I'll have to have a look into that. There's something wet. I don't think it's been raining, but anyway, we'll have to look at it. Also got the spare wheel under here as well, which is controlled by this lever here. You unscrew it, and the rear wheel underneath lowers. So like I said, it's a very basic car. Modern day equivalent to a Land Cruiser, no doubt. Some of you will say, wow, this is worth more than what I paid for it, but it's okay. Anyway, I will show you some of the interesting things about it when I shut the back door. Right, I'm in the driver's seat now. Now, mechanics in the Philippines are like carpenters. They say they're a mechanic and they say they're a carpenter, but they're not. On the dashboard or on the instrument panel, I had a light, a brake light kept coming on. It's a round circle with like two discs, one disc either side, brake discs. I took it back and they wanted to take the light out. They wanted to dismantle the light. And I said no. I said change the brake pads. So that I left the car there. A little while later, I came back and they showed me some brake pads, and they said that they've changed the pads and that the light has gone off now, which is fair enough. I've also got a water warning light on, but after a while, when you're driving, a little buzzer comes on like a beep, and it goes off. So I don't know whether that's when it tells you to reach that it's reached the proper temperature or not. Now, some of these things work, some of these things don't work. It's, you know, you have to. This is the car it is, and as long as it goes and brakes and everything else, you know, you can't really complain. But anyway, going back to this interesting panel here, try and close the door a bit. Right, this is the mirror. Mirror actually alterations do work, but the right works the left and the left works the right, and the same as the window. If I press that one, that window comes down. If I press this one, this window comes down. If I press that one, then that window comes down. Let me just show you what it means. Let me just sit in the car and put the ignition on. It's very hot today. The door's half open, so I doubt if there'll be an alarm to tell me that. Anyway, that's the instrument panel. See that green light down at the bottom, like the water? That is the one that I'm talking about. I should imagine if it's green, it's okay. Now, going back to this. Oh, look, the radio works. That's about the only perfect thing that I'm really happy with. And the front camera works on my mirror, look. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? These modern day cars are absolutely fantastic. Anyway, watch this. This one. That mirror comes down when I press that one. And when I press that one, which should work, this one, look what happens. Yes, the other window comes down. So you have to remember that. That is for the passenger, and this one is for me. And I believe I haven't really used these ones yet. I'm going to use them for the first time now. I'm going to press this one and see which one on the passenger comes down. Yes, it works. It's that one over there. Amazing, look. And this one should work, this one, or the one at the back. Let me just get my finger on it. Yes. Wow. You must admit, these modern day cars are absolutely fantastic. And for the price that I paid, I mean, what else do you need? I mean, it's got air conditioning, well, a fan. It's got, well, it says it's got defrosting, but I don't know whether that actually works because I don't see any defrost lines or anything on the windscreen or on the back like you should have in a car. So I should imagine that doesn't work. So I'm not really, you know, to be honest, do I really need it here in the Philippines? When I was in other places, cold places, yes, obviously you do. But in the Philippines, what do you need? You don't really need anything. So I'm going to show you another amazing, well, I think I showed you it at the beginning, but I'm going to show you another amazing thing now. It's called central locking. Wait for this. I'm closing the door now. They give me one key. Watch. This is amazing. It's locked. Can you believe that? Look. Absolutely unbelievable. Eh? What a modern day car this is. Central locking as well. And the karaoke. All thrown in at the same time. Who needs modern? Look, completely locked. I'm so happy about this. Yeah? And we're bringing our baby back home. Thank you very much.